Hello everyone! This time I bring you a video about the collaboration between Fortnite and Kpop Demon Hunters, where I will talk about what they have done, what the pack includes, and what the new game mode Demon Rush is about. Also, I will talk about why people are criticizing it, because yes, this collab does have a few issues. So well, for the first time in my life, I will say, code Draco in the Fortnite store. Well, to start, we have the pack of 7,200 V-Bucks, which is discounted to 3,500, but it includes the following. To start, we have the Rumi skin, which looks quite faithful to the movie, although maybe the eyes look a bit different, right? That's why they clash. In fact, it also has physics in the bun, something that for some reason doesn't happen with many Fortnite characters, and that gives it a touch that looks quite good in the game. Lego Rumi, on the other hand, is quite funny, to be honest, although maybe the expression on her mouth makes her look a bit old. Continuing with Mira's skin, it looks amazing, and I would say it's the best of all because the makeup quite well conceals the eye problem that Rumi's had, so practically if we compare them one by one, it's identical to the one from the movie. Next, we have the Lego Mira, which honestly looks more generic as a Lego. I mean, if you look at it without knowing it's from the collab, it might be a bit hard to differentiate, maybe also because it has more ordinary colors that can resemble other skins in Fortnite. And on the other hand, the Zoe skin, which is the most changed because unlike Rumi and Mira, which look more like the movie, Zoe leans more towards the Fortnite style. So, it's quite distinct when you see the three together because it's the one that stands out the most, but it's still quite nice. And finally, we have the Lego Zoe skin, which is recognizable, but I think the same about the expression, which makes her look old. After that, the gestures. There's only one gesture, which is Zoe's thumbs up gesture from the movie. And well, I think there were better poses to add. I know this one is representative, but there are a few that I'll mention now that might have been better for this, or at least as another addition. Continuing with this, we have the pickaxes, which are Zoe's weapon, Rumi's sword, and Mira's spear, which I think surprises no one, as it was the minimum everyone was expecting. And to finish this set, we have the noodles for each of them, and by playing the new mode, you get a poster and an emote of Zoe eating noodles. I am going to be quite honest in saying this, and it's that this batch of skins seems very cheap and simple to me. The girls' skins are very good, but it bothers me that in a collaboration with a musical movie where music is the most essential, there are no songs. Notice that I am not complaining about the lack of more poses like those of the Saya boys, or that the pack doesn't even allude to their existence, which would be quite nice because they are a very important part of the movie. Or that instead of putting Derpy or anything else like the Little Crow, which are super representative of the movie, and in fact they have included them in other things, but I will show them now, they are not a big deal either. Well, instead of that, they have put instant noodles, which honestly look super techy because they are just floating there, and well, they are not really representative, nor are they very visible from afar. They could have put what I mentioned, Derpy, Susie, they could have put them there to be seen as a pet, something nicer. The Saya logo, the Huntress logo, the staffs of both groups, I don't know, something much better. And then, being a musical movie, they could have done a musical segment and included their songs, but they didn't. In fact, many people say it's not due to rights issues, because the movie and everything is owned by Netflix, but the music rights are held by Sony Music Group. Because let's remember that the rights were sold entirely to Netflix, but the songs are registered by Sony because it is one of the largest record companies in the world. But the worst part is that there are songs in the game, which is the most ridiculous thing. There is a new item, which is a bubble shield, that if you throw it, it puts up a golden hot moon shield, and while it's active, golden plays. I mean, instead of including the songs from a musical movie as a theme, they decided it's better to put it as an object that lasts seconds and can't even be heard during the game because of the noise. I mean, it seems ridiculous to me. Let's move on to the great game mode for which they are featuring this collab on the cover. The mode is called Demon Rush, and it's a horde survival game where each round you have to reach a point and defend it. If you defeat the demons, they drop fragments that you use to upgrade your weapons or buy others. Among these special weapons, you can find the Huntress's weapons, and also in each round you can buy an ability. And you might be wondering, okay, and what does this have to do with Kpop Demon Hunters? Well, the storm has the appearance of the hot moon, and when they go through it for a second it looks like in the movie, but aside from this there is a Derpy object, which is basically the teleportation mask but with Derpy's face. Also, Derpy has a statue that appears on the cover of the game mode, very beautiful there, and then you have it there in the middle to see the difficulty you are on, and Zoe's grenade, which is the one I was talking about with the golden hot moon. And the game mode is it's a kind of simplified version of saving the world, which honestly I tell you is quite lame because I was playing it, and unless you mess up you're practically immortal, although it's designed for you to eventually lose due to time, and what happens is that each game gives you more level and your skills increase for the next game. So, I don't know what you think, but it seems like a disappointing collab to me. It looks rushed and makes perfect sense because they did it so quickly. It feels like they included the bare minimum to make a bundle and sell it to all the fans. I just hope that in the future they at least add the songs or some dance, or I don't know dude, that they include Jinu. Honestly, the only good thing I see about this collab is that we will finally have official 3D models to make animations of the girls, because no one can take that away. The 3D models are great. But anyway, as I said, I want to know your opinion in the comments because it does seem a bit intense to me. And remember, code Draco in the Fortnite store. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Goodbye.